How did I get into travel? Well, I was a struggling actor in the 70s, and every year we used to go on holiday when we could afford it to Crete. My wife Jana is Greek, and we had a lovely villa and we used to stay there. And it became a natural idea that we would set up a Simplycrete program and try and sell holidays to supplement the lack of money I was earning as an actor. And interestingly enough, we had the same philosophy then as we have now. I'll read it from my first brochure, which I wrote in 1978. And it basically says, "We would like to stress that although we are renting the villas on a professional basis, we are offering a personal service which we feel will appeal to the person who doesn't just want to go on a package tour." That was our philosophy then, and that's our philosophy now. When we first started Simplycrete, I suppose we didn't really know what we were doing, but we learned as we went along. We had the passion, we had the drive, we were listening to everybody, and the business just grew organically. It was very exciting, and it took 21 years of our life, which we loved, and we started getting offers at the end from people who said, "We'd like to buy your business." I think I got to the stage in my life then that I felt I needed a break and I wanted to smell the roses. And a very good offer came along and I accepted it. What happened after Simply? Well, I indulged my passion for travel and I went all over the world. I was very lucky, sometimes with Jana, sometimes on my own. Many places I was a wrinkly backpacker, and on and off I was away for probably about 2 years. I even set up an orphanage in Africa, and where my son had been teaching English, something that was very close to my heart, and I felt I was giving something back. And eventually I came home, and I began to realise and understand that I didn't really want to smell the roses every day. Once a week was enough on a Sunday. So I started looking at other things, and a great opportunity came to be the chairman of Watford Football Club, which is the club I've supported since I was a lad. And I took that and went into football. Well, while I was at Watford in 2002, some of my old employees came to me and said, would I fund a new travel company? We did this, I funded it, it was called Simpson Travel, and they ran it very well. I then left Watford in about 2009 and came back to travel because that's my passion, that's in my blood, that's what I wanted to do. I'm often asked why we use the strapline, "The Road Less Travelled." Well, I read a poem once, a long time ago, in about 2002, and it's by a chap called Robert Frost. And the first two lines go as follows. "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both." The last two lines, "I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference." And this poem had a big impact on me. I could relate to it in terms of how I'd lived my life and always chosen sometimes the harder path in way of doing it. And it related to me for travel because I felt the road less travelled symbolises an alternative attitude rather than an alternative destination. I think I've been incredibly lucky with my careers in my life. And I think the common thread through all of that has been travel. That's my passion. I now have the privilege of working with my family, my children, my wife, but I also have a great team around me, some of them who've been with me for 20 years or more. And that's a really good feeling. And my ambition is very simple, to just continue offering great holidays.